Hello, everybody.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Check This Book Out podcast. I'm Madeline, beginner coder.
And I'm Hannah, amateur typewriter. And this is the Check This Book Out podcast. And we talk about fantasy and romance here.
Today, we're doing a bookish deep dive of Blood Over Brighthaven by M.L. Wang. Is that how you say it?
I think it's M.L. Wang.
Yeah. However you say it. M.L.
Yeah. Boob is what we like to say.
Boob.
BOBH.
Boob.
But we are very excited to talk about this book today.
Hannah read this for the first time, was this last year?
2024.
And raved about it in our very first episode.
Mm-hmm.
I, after reading Morning Star, kind of was about to get into a reading slump and was like, okay, I just need to pick up something that I know is going to be good.
Mm-hmm.
So I did. No regrets, but...
Did it put you in a reading slump, though? This book?
Did it put me in one? No.
No? Good.
Because I've read plenty since then.
Good. It's such a good book that, it could put you in a book slump. You know what I mean?
No, for sure. Like a hangover situation.
Yeah.
For sure. But yeah, so we structure our bookish deep dives, world building,
mm-hmm.
plot,
mm-hmm.
characters.
Yep.
Those usually get intermixed, but that's what we try to follow anyways.
Yeah.
Do you want to start with our ratings?
Yes. You know mine.
I know.
But I probably know yours.
Yeah.
All right. 3, 2, 1, 5. Yeah.
If we're being honest, this is like a 6-star read.
Yeah.
It's like an 1,000-star read.
This is book trophy, display, limited edition.
I would say that this is probably the top of my recommends right now.
Yeah. No, yeah. It was the top read for me of 2024. And the day that I get to reread this book will be an amazing day.
Yeah. I'm sure talking about it already is.
Yeah. I'm just
doing
excited.
Good things for you.
This truly is an unforgettable read for so many reasons. This is a fantasy.
Yeah, I was about to say that said, let's talk a little bit about overall
what the book
premise.
Is. Yeah. This is a standalone fantasy, which is kind of Emma Wang's thing. She does standalones. It's about 500 pages, I want to say. Maybe 600, 500, I would say. And it is about a girl named Sciona who is trying to get in this very prestigious academy where they code to produce the magic in this world. And she would be the very first female to get into this prestigious, position. I would say more position, not like a academy. It's a job. She already did all the schooling. So it's, there's so many aspects of the story. Like Madeline just said earlier today that there's so many themes in this book, which honestly I would love to touch on all of them. And they're deep themes, guys. So we're talking racism, sexism, feminism, socialism. There are a lot of heavy, thought-provoking topics. Yes.
This book makes you think.
Yes.
And a lot of, for me personally, visceral, out loud reactions.
Yes. Yes.
I felt emotions very strongly in this book.
I think this is a book that definitely has a moral of the story.
Yes, morality is a huge component of it too,
which makes this a very exciting deep dive. Frankly,
I feel like it's going to be deep in the sense that we're talking about it in depth, but then also there's some deep themes. Some topics.
Yes.
With that said, we're about to enter spoiler territory. So, shall we start with world building?
Well, let's start with our intro.
Oh, that's a great point.
Yeah.
Everybody, grab your Chick-fil-A half sweet, half unsweet tea, and grab your typewriter.
Yeah.
And let's check this book out.
Let's.
Thanks for the reminder.
You're
I'm
welcome.
a little out of practice.
I know. Madeline and I did have a hiatus after our Morning Star episode. We've missed you guys. Thank you for your patience. We wanted to put out the best product for that episode because it means a lot to us, but also means a lot to our listeners that have been so invested in
that series.
The series review that we've been doing. So we're back. We are better than ever. And let's get into another deep dive.
Before we actually start, one thing I wanted to say, guess what yesterday was?
Prime Day?
No, yesterday was the 1 year anniversary of Check This Book Out podcast birth.
No way.
Or I guess it's conception. Yes, a year ago from
conception.
Yeah, it was conceived.
Oh my gosh.
I know. Isn't that crazy?
Yesterday?
Yeah. So a year ago yesterday, you texted me and said, we need to start a book podcast. Isn't that crazy?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
Wow, a year flew by.
And it's exactly 6 months from our first episode.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, and we're 25. Are we really going to have like almost 50 episodes out at the end of the year? That's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, there's 52 weeks in a year, so.
Yeah, but
we're a little off.
Well, should we break the news?
Yeah, we should break the news.
Okay. Would you like to?
Sure.
Okay.
This podcast has been like a big investment in both time and money and energy and all of the things, and we love it so much. But to ensure that the extra effort or like the personal investment that this podcast requires doesn't take the fun out of and the purpose out of it, Hannah and I have decided we're only going to do 2 episodes a month, so one every other week for now, and for the foreseeable future, because quality over quantity.
Yep. It's my favorite saying.
We want to have fun with it. We want you guys to enjoy every episode, and we want to make sure that what we're giving you is the best that we have to offer, while also taking care of our personal and professional lives.
Yeah.
So
burnout is real, and while this is, a hobby and a passion of mine and Madeline's, we don't want it to feel like a job
or a
chore. And we are like 6 months into this podcast now, and I feel like we've kind of laid out a ground where we've started building an audience, and I feel like we kind of just want to smooth sail right now.
Yeah. And
maybe in the future we'll revisit posting every week, which that's not a maybe. That's
100%.
That is 100%. We'll get back to a weekly posting schedule. But I think for now we're just gonna kind of see how this new posting schedule works out for us, and I think
who knows, we'll probably miss it.
Yeah, we might. So we're just gonna try it out. So thank you guys for sticking around.
Yeah. End of the announcement. Love you guys.
Now let's talk about boob.
Let's talk about boobs. World building. This is seriously one of like the coolest magic systems.
Yeah.
Ever.
Hands down.
Also, the way the book starts out to introduce you to the blight.
Yeah.
Which is, I don't know. That's kind of hard to describe without spoiling it. But there's like an illness on the outside of the city. Territory. Right?
Yeah.
What is it called? The city?
Tehran.
But anyways, so the way that it starts out with his family like running, when it said that his tribe used to be like tens of thousands of people, and then there's 40 trying to make that cross.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. It starts out so intense and like, oh my gosh, like people are dying. hello, it's
Mhm.
scary, and it's a kind of like heart pounding start.
Yeah. There's a lot of adrenaline like up front very
Yeah.
early on.
Yes.
Which I think is a good thing because it's a standalone. Like,
Yeah, it makes for a great hook.
put you in the action,
Mm-hmm.
grab your attention, let's
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
Um,
And it's a little spooky too. You're like, what is this blight that is turning people into blood ribbons? Like, what the hell?
yeah, it was
Yeah.
very creepy.
Yeah.
Not nasty.
Nasty.
Yeah.
And immediately, I found this very interesting that our prologue starts out narrated, it's third person, but narrated by a character that is not our main character, like
Mhm.
throughout the rest of the book.
Yeah.
Well, he's the main character. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
He's not the primary
Mhm.
main character,
Yeah.
which I found very interesting.
And his POV throughout the rest of the book is like super limited.
Yes.
There's only maybe like 3 total. I mean, I'm not going to say for sure, but there's only a few chapters of his POV, which
Yeah.
was kind of surprising to me.
Yeah.
One thing that I found that I actually enjoy that I, as a fantasy reader, maybe would not have expected is like books that have super in-depth world building and like the Brandon Sandersons of the world, where they walk you through every step and it's like a total information overload,
Mm-hmm.
but like you kind of love it because you're getting to know a new fantasy world. I've come to appreciate more books that kind of just give you the minimum of what you need to understand the world and the story, but in a way that's still valuable.
You kind of throw you to the wolves a little bit.
Yeah, that's how I felt a little bit about this book.
Yeah.
But like they also don't, doesn't want to spend, it's a she, right? The author?
Yes.
Yeah, I would assume so. It's a very feminine themes in
it
this
is
book.
definitely a woman.
Okay. What is she going to do? Like she only has 500 pages to tell this whole story. She's not going to spend half of it world building.
Yeah.
So that's one thing I actually really liked.
Yeah. I think this was I feel like it's an absolute given. Like there was no other way that the author should have done it.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of kind of being thrown into the world building though, holy crap, was it a learning curve. This was a complex, intricate magic system. And while it wasn't like so in depth that, like you said, like you don't need this Brandon Sanderson like entire like 10 chapters just to learn the country, you know, the magic was what was so complex, and everything else kind of around it was simplified. So like she could create something so unique with this typewriter coding magic, which it hurt my brain a little bit trying to figure it out because I don't know anything about coding. I'll just be frank.
That's what I was going to say. It's like, for me, it was so approachable because I do have an IT background.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, oh, this is just a SQL statement.
Okay. What the fuck is that?
But that's what I mean. Like, for you, it's not something that you've ever, like, come across in your daily life. Like, I literally spent part of my day today analyzing code.
I forget you have an MIT or MIS background.
So like that's one of the reasons why I was like, wait, that's so cool. Not to mention the way that she introduces it, like that's sick as fuck.
Yeah.
Like so the part that I'm referring to is when it's like very early on in the book and she's going to her test that's going to either let her be accepted as a high mage or not.
Mm-hmm.
While she's in that room watching other people do the spells, she's describing mentally how the magic system works, like how the coding works, like the action spell and the I forgot the other one, but like the 2 pieces of the spell that you need, and how the coding works. And I was like, that is such a genius way to explain it to you, because like obviously you'll get more practical examples when she's actually doing her own spells, but I thought that was so genius.
Yeah.
And it was fun.
Yeah.
Like I really enjoyed reading about it. It wasn't a chore to read about it.
No, yeah. I had to turn my brain on a little bit and be an analytical reader, which is fun sometimes with complex world building.
Yeah.
I appreciate it a lot.
I personally kind of knew what I was getting into because like we talked about it a little bit, but I'm sure for you, like you might have picked it up and been totally surprised.
Well, again, yeah, don't read book blurbs. I heard about it once on TikTok and I'm like, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And I was just like, what the heck? I've never read anything like this.
Yeah. There's a book talker, like very shortly after I read this, her name is like Sarah the Book Fairy or something. But like super shortly after I read it, she made a TikTok about it, and she was like, "Why the hell are people not talking about this book?" I was like, it's some secret that people are keeping.
Yeah.
Not us. We don't gatekeep.
No. I want everyone to read this book. It's been out for a while too now. Probably a year
and a half.
Yeah, something like that. But yeah, no, it deserves all its flowers, honestly.
It's so good.
Yeah. Shall we kind of move into, well, there's a little bit more world building to discuss.
Yeah.
I think Emma Wang did a great job of, like I said earlier, kind of keeping the magic system the most complex and the outside world simplified. So we have like the city of Tehran that's kind of like this bubble safe haven, which is interesting in and of itself. It's kind of a weird concept. And then we have this outside world that is plagued by the blight, and there's like some glimpses into what it's like out there, like the beach and like the cliffs and the religion kind of that was centered, like that happened outside, which I found like that's like interesting world building. I think that I haven't really seen anything like that either.
Yeah.
Where it's kind of like a deserted world other than the city.
Yeah, I thought that was interesting too, and like how the city became overcrowded because of all the refugees. Yeah, not to mention like the total like racism.
Yeah.
You know, which I feel like
we'll get into
it, but yeah, any of the tribal people that were on the outside were like treated so poorly.
Yeah. It was also cool that the author kind of mixed like high tech, like trains, like on these, you know what I'm trying to say, and then the typewriters, and then in like the poor areas of the city, like they don't even have access to like water. Like I thought it was a very interesting mix of like technology throughout like the class, you know. So yeah, I thought that was cool.
Another thing I wanted to mention for world building was I thought that it was cool that the magic system starts out as one thing. It's like this coding, and it's, as you said, it's kind of like high tech, and or like technology that we're familiar with, and so it doesn't feel like stereotypical like fantasy magic. But then the farther that you get into the book, you realize that like it's based on runes and like I don't know, I would say more normal magic. I don't know,
the typical kind we read about. Yeah.
So I thought that was fun.
That's a great point. Yeah,
like how it kind of evolved. Like it's more than it was on the surface.
Yeah. It's more than just like this physical typing buttons. Like
yeah. I liked that part.
Oh, such good world building.
We could get into how this magic system is fueled, or we can wait. I think we wait. Plot.
Yeah, I think let's kind of get into Sciona and thomil.
Okay.
A little bit in the plot.
I'm sure we'll have more world building things to say.
Yeah,
but we can start with like our plot points.
Yeah. I kind of want to start from like I know we already talked about the beginning and like her at the test, but this kind of gets into character like deep dive, but like Sciona is such an interesting main character. She reminds me of Galadriel from The Deadly Education in the fact that like you don't really want to root for her because she's kind of a bitch. You know, like her ego is insane.
It's like out of this world.
She's entitled, like, but like you root for her too because she's entitled for a reason. Like she's smart. Like she's a genius. You know, breaking boundaries. Like you are proud of her, and like her ego is in the right.
Yeah, you're like, you know? Hell yeah, women.
Yeah, exactly.
Like women in STEM.
Yeah,
that's how I felt for the first like 10%. I was like, fuck yeah, women.
But you're also kind of like, girl, whoa. Like your ego is unchecked. Like
she's so blind and ignorant.
Yes, ignorant.
Willfully ignorant.
Yes. she participates in the racism happening within her city. You know, she is such an interesting main character where, like, you root for her and you hate her at the same time.
Mhm.
But, like, you grow to love her more than you hate her,
Yeah.
obviously.
I think we're talking about characters. Who
Yeah.
cares at this point? I don't care. Her character development, like, as you said, I think that in general, like, I kept thinking to myself, I was like, dang, like, when are we going to really get to know Sciona?
Mm-hmm.
Like, when are we going to start to see her personality?
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm like halfway through the book, I realized, holy shit, she doesn't have one. No, like, she legit just doesn't have a personality.
Yeah.
Like,
she's all work, no play.
Yeah. She is 100% her entire life is devoted to being
The high mage.
a high mage. Like, she is the definition of a workaholic.
Yeah.
She has 0 relationships aside from her mentor,
Mm-hmm.
and her cousin and
Yeah.
her aunt. But, like, she pretty much, like, has no personality. And she even says to Thomil at one point, like, I don't like jokes.
I forgot about that.
Like, not one of the first, but the only book in recent memory where I have read something, like, with even a little bit of a relationship that has 0 banter. Like, that's not her personality.
Yeah.
And that's not his either.
Yeah.
Like, they're a very somber and serious couple.
Yes.
Or characters, I guess.
Yeah.
But no, I think you're right. Like, she is a total badass.
Yeah.
But what seems is like a very surface level devotion to her job in the beginning, you come to realize is, like, actually a much deeper rooted issue in the fact that she's, like, willfully ignorant to every issue within this world aside from sexism.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. You bring up a good point. Like, she doesn't really have a personality. Like, she is a workaholic. Like, she has a very specific purpose in this book, which I feel like she and Thomil really rival. I kind of take back what I say earlier about Thomil not being the primary main character, because everything Sciona does will always lead back to Thomil in the end. It starts with Thomil and it ends with Thomil. And I think Sciona is just, like, this interesting means to an end. And you watch her, the entire story through her eyes. But this is not, like, really her story. This is, like, Thomil's life being changed throughout Ciona's actions.
He's not, like, the primary POV,
Mm-hmm.
but she is, like,
this catalyst.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's what, like, develops his story
Yeah.
for, a good, I don't even know, it only probably was a couple months.
Yeah. So, like, her not having a personality really didn't bother me that much.
It didn't bother me either.
Because she's, like, this weapon. Like, she's like a tool.
Mm-hmm.
And she's good at what she does. And she did it well.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah.
Her whole entire, like, character arc, because she does start out, like, so ignorant, obviously, for so many reasons, but the way that she, like, discovers the prevalent issues in her society and also, like, the secrets that are being kept, you get to watch her change, like, fundamentally in a way that, like, literally breaks her brain.
Yes.
Like, her mind is thoroughly broken.
Yeah.
So
I went back and reread one of my highlighted quotes, and it was at the part, I know this is jumping way far ahead, but we're kind of talking about it. It's the part where she's at Brigham's house when all the Quen are kind of, rioting and stuff, and she's having this discussion. Brigham is like, why did you do this? Like, you were set to be the best high mage of your age. And she calls it, like, a double-ended sword. Like, she is proud of herself for, like, debunking this entire, lie that her, like, city is built upon. But she also is, like, she's ruining herself at the same time. And she hates that. She hates that, like, she is not these, like, she is going down in history. She's going
her
down.
legacy. Yeah.
Yeah, like, she will have a legacy. But now it's something that she never even thought it was going to be in the first place.
And one of the things that tests her ego so much is when he tells her, like, we'll just rewrite the history.
Yeah.
Like, we'll write you out of it. You'll just be the woman who made it so that no other women could become high mages.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
That's so interesting.
Yeah. Her ego is such an interesting part of this book. Like, it is the core of this book.
Mm-hmm.
To be frank, like,
Mm-hmm.
her fucking ego. It's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's how everything blows up.
Yeah.
But it's also like the reason why the Quen have hope.
Yes.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, if we want to try to get specific plot points, we've talked about the opening scene. We've touched on Sciona's like test to become a high mage. One quote that I did for when Sciona gets into the High Magistry, she thinks that she doesn't get in, so she goes and she cries in the bathroom. And this quote says, she might have failed like a woman, but at least no one was going to catch her crying like one. Let me tell you, this whole, like, first probably 25% of this book made me so angry. I was so mad. Yeah. Because I was like, you're learning all these things. You're learning that they only let a woman, like, try out for the High Magistry once every 10 years. Like, you know, people are making all these comments to her about how, when she's walking into the test, about how, like, it's okay that you won't get it. Like, you're doing such a good thing. Like, the condensation from the people around her. Or, wait. Condescension. Condensation. Anyways, it just made me so mad. I was like, wow, people suck. Yeah. The men suck. It was so blatant, though. Yeah. Like, I feel like there's a way in writing to, like, have undertones of sexism. But one thing that I kind of liked about M.L. Wang's writing style is that it was over the top. It was, like, so in your face how sexist this society is, and like the High Magistry, and like how ingrained that is into their culture. Yeah. It was, like, very obviously trying to make a point. Yeah. Very much. That's, again, there's, like, that moral of the story. Like, that was clearly the intention of this book for sure. What next? I think we can talk about next, like, Thomil and Sciona meeting. Yeah. And kind of like I said before, like, Sciona is a participant in this, like, blatantly racist society, you know? Yeah. Like, and yes, she's, like, different and more lenient, and, like, she grows to be less so by the end of the book, but it's persistent throughout the book, which I think is relevant to the story, and it was done for a reason. But, like, the way that Thomil is just, like, a janitor, and she's like, come work in my office, like, be my assistant, just because she has something. It was, I don't think she ever would have done that unless she was, like, kind of forced. No, she was absolutely forced to. Yeah. She was put in a position where she had to prove somebody wrong. And her ego was she has too big of an ego. Yeah, she was too stubborn and, like, hard-headed and all of the things. Yeah. Yeah. I did think that was an interesting way for them to meet, because at the beginning I was like, is that Thomil? Yeah. Right? I was like, are you sure? Thomas. Who is Tommy? Tommy. So it did take me a while to... Also, I didn't realize that there was such a big time skip. There's, like, a 10-year time skip. Yeah. And so in my head, I was like, how in the hell did he learn their language so quickly? Me thinking it was literally yesterday. And I was like, also, where is his sister? Yeah. He's at work. Where is she? Yeah. So I didn't realize there was a time skip. But I don't know. I kind of liked the fact that she was, like, forced to choose him as an assistant, because it just made, like, the social divide, like the classism and stuff like that, another way for her to just make it very obvious. Yes. Like, their interactions in the beginning and throughout their time, like, as high mage and apprentice, I guess you could say, or assistant,
Mm-hmm.
there are so many instances where like their conversations like start to cross a line and she has to remind him of his place.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
I thought that was interesting.
She's like, you're just a Quinn. Like, you don't know. Like, your
Yeah.
people aren't intelligent.
Yeah, her
like,
assuming that he's just like the stupidest person
Yeah.
alive
Yeah.
and being shocked that he can use his brain.
Yeah. And he's so humble and polite and mature beyond his years.
Mm-hmm.
It makes for a very interesting dynamic because you have a very like headstrong, stubborn, kind of like, again, ignorant, blindsided main family character, and then we have this like soft, kind,
Mm-hmm.
wise dude.
Mm-hmm.
They make for a very interesting pair.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah, it's like yin and yang.
Yeah, and I like the way that he like challenges her, you know,
Yeah,
in their relationship too.
Yes.
Like while he is kind of like that soft, steady, like rock kind of person,
mm-hmm.
he also will stand up
Mm-hmm.
and have an opinion, and like he showed that I think a lot.
He had a moment where he kind of broke.
Yeah,
and snapped.
yeah.
Okay.
So I think like a good chunk of the book is literally her and him just spending time in their lab.
Yes.
Right. And I think that the only big thing that I can think of that happens like plot point wise is when they make that breakthrough.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah, let's.
So personally, I kind of put together what the blight was pretty early on.
Yep, me too.
But what I didn't put together was the fact that wasn't going to be the way the book ended.
Yes.
I was like, okay, I already guessed the end of the book.
Yeah. Like, okay,
that's going to be the end of the book.
Predictable.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
But no, that's at like 37%.
Yeah. You are halfway through the book.
Yeah. It is crazy because I was like, oh God, where are we going from here?
Yeah.
Like, crazy. But
mm-hmm.
I was like, the way that she found out, I was so shocked with her.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember like exactly what happens.
They're in the lab and she had been kind of studying that one high mage's coding. And she was kind of like filling in the place.
That old guy.
That who had also been kind of radical.
He was also half Quinn. The high mage's that code that she's referencing.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, one of the founding mages or whatever was half Quinn. And that's how he developed his code style.
Yes.
Stavros, I think.
Yes, Stavros.
He's half Quinn and he used runes.
Yes.
And that's how she was able to like have her breakthrough.
And part of that was because Thomil had... Remind me how Thomil helped fill in those blanks for her.
I think that he was just asking good questions that she wouldn't have thought of.
Yeah.
I don't remember exactly what it was, but I do remember that once they get like the clear picture.
Yes.
Like first they see it in black and white.
Uh-huh.
And then they see it in color. And he's like, that's where I grew up. And she doesn't believe him.
Mm-hmm.
That whole scene in the stairwell. He runs out because he recognizes it and he's having like this holy shit moment.
Because he realizes,
he understands.
Yeah.
Because she
doesn't quite yet.
Yeah, she basically uses blight on a bush.
Yeah.
And he's like, that's blight. And he puts it together. Mm-hmm. She's not totally processing.
Mm-hmm.
She chases after him. He's like crying in the stairwell. He's basically saying, you ignorant bitch. Like, your race has literally been like killing mine off for hundreds of years.
Mm-hmm.
And then she like slaps him across the face and he like pushes her.
Yes.
I think he hits her back.
Yeah.
And then he storms off and quits.
Yeah.
such like a high, like adrenaline, emotional, heart pumping, like can't put it down scene.
Mm-hmm. Well, and this whole book was like, I can't put it down.
I know. I mean,
but yes.
That scene specifically, like I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah. And it's the emotions that Siona's having in that moment too. Like she's so proud, but she's also horrified.
Mm-hmm.
Everything that she understands and knows is crumbling, and she is like, fuck, I'm not the smartest person on this planet because I didn't know that this was happening. You know what I mean? Like she freaks out.
She's angry that this secret was being kept from her. First of all, she doesn't even believe it.
Yeah.
You know, like she's
like, no, this is some magical world, like far away. Like,
yeah, she's adamant that is not true.
Yeah.
And she literally, I think, throws it in his face. Like, what do you know? You're a Quen.
Mm-hmm.
Like
that same, yeah.
Yeah. Which, you know, that's just so hard to read because you're in her head and you know that it's true, but like she just doesn't want to believe it so badly that she's like tricking her mind into not believing it.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't remember if it's like right then or if it's out, if it's like afterwards, after he's quit for a couple of days or something. But she uses blight on a person.
Yes, and then it clicks for her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
on that little girl.
Yeah. That was also a crazy scene. I was like, she's not going to do it.
Yeah.
She's not going to do it. And then afterwards, I'm like, holy shit, she actually just murdered somebody.
Yeah.
Like, knowingly murdered somebody because she didn't believe him and she had to prove it to herself.
Yeah. Yeah, her ego is a curse.
That is psychotic behavior.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. That middle section of the book, like you said, it was like predictable, but I was so awed by like how it was written at the same time. Like it was so well done. Like, yes, you realize like probably 30% in, you're at 40% now, and you're like, okay, like I kind of knew like the blight was this and blah, blah, blah. But reading Siona's like perspective on it, it's so gut wrenching. Like you said, like you're like, girl, wake up. Like it's, you as a reader are so invested in this and like angry, and you're just like, when is she gonna finally realize? It's very like unputdownable. Yeah, like so like yes, you can predict the plot, but like hold on, just you wait. Like
yeah, you thought, bitch.
That will not disinterest you from the rest of this book. Like it just only gets deeper.
Yeah, so the part she confronts Brigham, and he's like, yeah, that's actually true. Like it's not something that we tell people until way later on, but you're so smart, I should have known that you'd figure it out sooner. First of all, fucked up. Like that's crazy.
Well, they just all know.
Yeah. And then like one of the most interesting things out of this book that felt so real to me was how she becomes like literally suicidal. Girl's like standing on the ledge of her window, like about to throw herself off her building because she literally can't cope with this knowledge.
Yeah.
Which I'm like, yeah. I would too.
Yeah. And this is part of the book where you start to love her, which is sad, but like her ego is no longer like at the forefront of like the reader's mind. Like you are heartbroken with her. Like you feel like you are in her head and like experiencing this with her. Yeah. And you're like she is having character development. Yeah. Like you root for her at this point.
Yeah, because you're like, I want you to get over it and I want you to change it. Yeah. Like I want you to be brave enough to do something about it. That was such an interesting like segment of writing because there's a scene like she's about to jump out of the window. She's literally about to kill herself. And then we have the first switch to thomil's POV, and it's like I've considered throwing myself off this building so many times, and I was like, whoa, that was heavy.
Yeah.
I don't know. That was just a random thought.
Yeah.
But like in a way, I really kind of liked that part. I love it when they have trauma.
Yeah. Again, with the whole like, the book does not end at 40%. Like it only accelerates. Like, yeah.
It gets crazier.
I think we should now move on to the point where she. Okay. I'm trying to figure out what point I want to bring up next. Either we can talk about the library, where she realizes that what's his name? Renthorn knows about this too. And he's like, I like it. Like, he's psychotic.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, like, he's like, I enjoy murdering these people.
Yeah, he's like, don't you feel powerful?
Yeah.
That's sick. Well, you know what's also sick is that she's like, yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
But that, like, also repulses her about herself.
Yes.
But, like, the power of it, she loves. It's gross.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he thinks that she likes it, and then we have a bit of an assault moment.
Yeah.
I thought that Thomil was going to get in so much trouble for that.
Yeah.
I was scared for him.
Me too.
But I feel like there are probably two, like, other big plot points that we need to talk about. One, we need to talk about the fact that they decide to, like, fight back. Then we need to talk about how they fight back.
Yes.
And then we can talk about, like, the very
end. There's like 3 more points here. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I know we could literally talk about every single detail of this book.
Yeah, every aspect.
Yeah.
You will have to remind me exactly how she brings it up to the high mages. Doesn't she have like a council with all the high mages where she like displays it on some screen for everyone to see?
Yeah. So basically her and Kara, Thomil's sister, go into like there's like 2 towers.
Yes.
Where it funnels all of the spells into these like big typewriters, I guess.
Yes. It's the near perimeter of the city.
Yeah.
Where it's collecting the most power.
Yeah. And it like runs at a certain time. It's like literally a batch job. But it runs at a certain time every day, and that's literally what powers the whole city.
Yes.
Is these big ass spells.
Yes.
So they spend like weeks writing them. I mean, maybe not weeks. I think it's only actually like a day or 2.
Yes, writing up the code to replace.
Writing up the code. They replace it.
Yes.
Or like add on to it or something. And when they do that, what she did was she wrote into the code of every time it like siphons with blight, it basically puts the image of where it's siphoning from. So like somebody turns on their sink, it's showing them that they're literally murdering somebody in a forest somewhere.
Yes.
Like they're seeing the repercussions of using their technology, which is an insane way to tell people.
Yes. Right up in their face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't remember how they figure out it's her though. I don't remember that part. Like I know that she gets arrested and she gets taken to a prison.
Yes.
It's like total chaos in the city. Alba comes and visits her, and I'll never forgive Alba for that.
Oh, she's like, you did this to yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's like, you just had to tell everybody. And I'm like, the fact, it was so sad because Sciona like really did have hope that people seeing would like change their minds, but Thomil was like, no, they're gonna turn a blind eye, like they don't want to know. And like he was right. I'm sure that's about half and half. Like I'm sure that there are people who would be horrified, but then there's also people like Alba who, aside from Thomil, is probably Ciona's only friend and some of her only family. Like that's heartbreaking that Sciona like did not get that closure with her closest person. I cried at that part. I'm pretty sure.
That's like what leads up to the absolutely devastating end, where it's like, oh, there's so many triggers that like brought her to do what she did, and like she was okay with it.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh, I feel like I'm feeling that tear feeling in my eyeballs.
Yeah, that prickle in my nose.
Prickle.
My nose is starting to get a little runny and hot.
Yeah.
Yeah. one of the things that I thought was so heartbreaking was that thomil like knows that she's not coming back, but I don't know that she's not coming back.
Yeah.
The whole time I was like, no, she's gonna get out of this situation.
Yeah.
Like after she's been arrested,
Yeah.
Brigham's like trying to get her to take it back so that he doesn't have to literally like put her down because she's about to go have a trial.
Yeah.
But I kept thinking to myself, like, no, she's gonna get out of this.
Yeah.
Like it's gonna be fine.
They'll exile her or something.
Yeah.
Like
I'm like, she and thomil have only kissed once. Like I need them to be together and be happy.
Yeah.
And then she drinks that fucking poison.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, well, how are we getting out of this?
Yeah. Yeah. I would like to read a quote actually from when Brigham brought her back to his house to like protect her after like taking her out of the jail. Because, oh my gosh, okay. She was back on the ledge of her bedroom window, the first night after she had found the truth. That momentum had never gone out of her body, she realized. She had never truly changed her mind after that forward tilt off the edge, only her course. She was suicidal all along. And you read quotes like that and you don't realize
in the moment.
But like,
bro, I'm starting to tear up. Oh like, my god.
You are blindsided to how this book will end. But like you said, thomil knows. The narrator is telling us. And yet, like, no one would have ever fucking expected the book to end like that. Because who fucking ends a book like that? Who does that? I have never read a book with like that kind of ending ever in my life. And I hope I never do.
I'm like literally crying.
No,
That's
yeah.
so sad.
I know.
No, the way that I was like sobbing, like I was ugly crying like you've never seen at that part.
Yeah, I know. I know.
I feel like I had a good quote too.
It's just this moment where Sciona is seeing the consequences of, she's like, oh fuck, like what I did may have not been the best course of action. But she's like, but I'm not stopping now. Like, I will ride this out to the end. And like, again, back to that point where it's like, to her, this is like a double-ended sword. Like, she is hurting herself to hurt these high mages that have been lying to the city all along. And like, again, my point of like, you just grow to love her throughout the entire book, like despite all her flaws. It's like, she is martyring herself for something she only learned about, weeks or days, whatever ago. And like, as a reader, you're like, I'm sorry I ever hated you. Because she is doing the right thing despite, like, she's literally going to end herself for it.
Yeah. Also, it's crazy. One thing that we haven't really talked about yet is like the morality of the Quinn versus the morality of the Tyrannish. The Quinn, it was that like it's about the result, not about the act, like the intention. But the Tyrannish, it's like it's about the intention and not about the result.
Yeah.
So, like one question that I kept having in my mind was like,
is that flipped?
No, Tyrannish is definitely about the intention.
About the intention,
because he was saying something like, you know, if you have good intentions when you do this thing, but then a whole entire bridge collapses and it's all these people you kill,
you still killed people.
Yeah. So Tyrannish are like,
you could have a good intention, but it doesn't matter because
the result
bad
is
happened.
What basically is going to be the reflection on your soul.
That's right.
So one thing that I've gone back and forth about, one thing that I went kind of back and forth about after when I was reflecting is her action at the end of the book. She literally is murdering. She murders those high mages. There's like 50 of them.
Yeah.
So as she's dying, literally as she is dying, two things are happening.
Oh, fuck. I know where you're... Oh my gosh. Continue.
She's expanding the border of Tyrann, or whatever the city's called.
Tyrann,
Yeah. Because they have like a issue, overcapacity issue.
Yes. Which is a morally good intention to expand the border to help her city.
But she kills 50 people
to power it. Including herself, bro. Oh my gosh. I can't think about this stupid fucking book.
I know.
Oh my gosh. And then there's the whole fact that like you said, the whole morality of like thomil in the end, having to witness what she did, he knows like she is doomed. Her soul is doomed. It doesn't matter what her intention was to better life for Quinn, better the city, to expand, and also dethrone this entire lie that the high mages have created. thomil having to survive that and like love her, but also like, oh my gosh, bro.
Yeah.
I can't.
Yeah. One thing that I always thought was interesting is that they were both so, like, they had so much conviction for their religious beliefs. Like,
yes.
Even towards the very end.
Yes. That's a whole other theme we haven't talked about yet. Religion.
Yeah. It's just, there was
so much. Yeah.
I don't think we could unpack this whole book if we even wanted to.
Yeah.
But they both had such like strong conviction about their moral compass and like their religious beliefs that like they were never going to be compatible.
Yeah. No.
Like, that was one thing that made me really sad early on, was that they acknowledged like we would never work.
Yeah.
But I wanted them to so badly anyways. And I really did think that they were going to work.
I know.
Until she's literally on trial.
Yeah.
She also killed her own dad.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Wait, her dad?
Yeah, because her dad was the governor.
I completely forgot her dad was the governor.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so she kills him too.
Yeah. And she kills Brigham. When we played Bookish Bingo, what the fuck? Fantasy book bingo, and I had to write like mentor dies. Yeah,
that's what that was about.
Yeah, I was like, don't you dare watch the episode, because I did not want to spoil that for you.
Probably wouldn't have even remembered.
But still.
Yeah.
Her reaction to having to do that though too is like, she loved Brigham. Brigham was like her father, you know? But then she grows to hate him because he is just as much of a liar as everybody else. And it is a sacrifice she is completely willing to do. She's like, yep, you're dying with the rest of us.
Yeah, but I can't get over that quote you just read. Like, it's haunting me right now.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. It never left her mind. She just wanted to go down swinging. That is literally all that changed. Like, she was going to go down, and she had accepted that.
My heart's broken all over again.
I know. I know that there is so much. Oh, go ahead.
I actually have something.
Go ahead.
So one thing that like hasn't really left my mind, and I think maybe the only dissatisfaction I am feeling after this book is that the fact that like the Quinn like used to use this form of magic without the repercussions of blight. Right? And like, unfortunately, it's kind of a lost art. But the whole, like, the thing that I could think about at the end, because thomil leaves the city in like absolute chaos. Like, you have hope, but like the outcome of, he could literally die the second he steps out because of the like weather or whatever you want to say. The conditions on the outside of the border of the barrier. And then the political turmoil and everything else. It's like all the Quinn riots, like everything that's happening within the city, like they're both such big unknowns, which is fine. Like, I felt very satisfied with the ending in general.
Yeah.
Especially knowing that it was like one book. Like,
Yeah.
I liked the way it left off, but all I could think of was the like opportunities for them to like rediscover that old magic, which I was like, that would have been cool if there was a sequel.
Yeah. I know. Yeah, I think about that too. Like, the potential that a sequel could have, but also like, I don't want a sequel.
Oh, I don't either.
Because it like ended so like you were saying.
Perfect.
Yeah, but there's so
like,
many
I can't
questions.
help but imagine.
I know.
Maybe that's the whole point, is that it's supposed to make you think and like imagine the possibilities of how like that world could be better.
Yeah.
And where, I forget what his name was, Jorda or Morda.
Yeah.
Where he could like take it.
Yeah.
But
even that, like, yeah, the political, leaving Morda, like, there's so much potential to write that, but we don't get it.
And I don't want it.
I don't want it either.
If I could do
anything, so good.
If I could do anything, I'd rewrite the first book and make Sciona live. But at the same time, that was so perfect too.
It was. Again, I have never read a book like where the main character dies, and I don't think I'll ever read a book that does it this well either. It was absolutely disgustingly perfect.
It was soul crushing.
Yeah. Oh God.
And I can't even say, like, you know how there are some books where they like crush your soul, but then they put it back together. My soul is still crushed.
Yeah.
Like, it is literally just such a complex combination of emotions that, like, I'm still processing it, and I finished this book weeks ago.
Yeah, I finished it over 6 months ago.
It's gonna haunt me.
I know. There are very few books that like haunt me. Like, I could count it on one hand, and this is one of them. And I appreciate this book so much for all of the like thought-provoking themes. Not
Which
only
we didn't even touch, like, probably a solid third of them.
Like, truly, like, the religion is so complex. The role of women too. Like, we briefly did with Sciona, but like in general in Tehran, like, we barely talked about the role of women. But yeah, there's so many good themes in this book that it just makes for such mental turmoil when you finish it.
It's honestly impressive that the author was able to incorporate so many deep themes without it feeling, I mean, it does like feel overwhelming.
Kind of.
Yeah, like, it definitely is overwhelming. Like, I am overwhelmed.
Yes.
But somehow she was able to do it in a way that works.
Yeah. I think in all, this book was intense and overwhelming. So, like, the influx of all these different themes and, like, social issues kind of was just part of the adrenaline rush.
I feel like my brain is broken from this book.
Yeah.
And it gives me, like, chills just thinking about that scene. It's like, it is an imprint on my brain.
Yeah.
I love it so much.
I'm remembering, like, more scenes now too, like thomil on the roof, and like he kills Renthorn. Like,
also Kara and
Morda.
Thomil's relationship.
Yeah.
Like, the fact that he told her, and then Kara almost kills Sciona.
Yeah.
Like, there's just so, how did you do that? Literally, how did Emma Wang write this book?
I know.
She has another book, sort of, Kaigen, I think. I need to read that.
I need to read it. Like, it's on my TBR. Maybe I'll read that next. Why not?
Why not?
Yeah.
The one thing that we haven't touched on yet is Thomil's character. Like, we've talked about Ciona's character, like, a lot throughout.
Yeah, in depth.
It was personally very hard. Not, like, hard to read as in... It was emotional to read Thomil's reaction to, like, the whole situation.
Yeah.
Especially him coming to the terms with the fact that, like, he loved her, despite the fact that she had been contributing to a society that had literally been committing genocide. I don't know. The way that he is like, I'm never speaking to this girl again. And then he's like wishing that she wasn't killing herself.
Yeah. And like realizing that like she is willing to do the hard thing and like commit to change. And he doesn't want it to happen. Like he doesn't want it to be her, but he wants it to happen. You know?
Mhm.
And that he has to kind of give up a part of himself there.
Yeah. Yeah, and him being kind of like grateful, but also acknowledging that things probably won't get better in the city immediately. Like otherwise he wouldn't leave.
Otherwise, yeah.
You know? I mean, he also contributed and like partook in that whole disaster at the end, right?
Yeah, he's the one that submitted the code.
Yeah, like the evidence could be traced back to him,
Yeah.
right? But I really enjoyed his character from start to finish.
Me too.
Like I never really got frustrated with him,
Mm-hmm.
you know, because we were saying like you were both rooting for Sciona, but also like mad at her for being blind. You know, I don't know.
Again, kind of like I said earlier, like thomil was just the, you know, thomil was just the steadiness in the rock, and he was calm and collected and mature and intelligent. And I mean, that immediately obviously makes him a likable character. Especially like he is kind of the, I don't want to say victim, but like he is suffering from this entire situation. So like you can't help but have like a soft like heart for him, you know? So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's just so mature. I don't know why that stuck with me so much, but like,
how old was he?
I think he was about like 28, like
Yeah,
almost 30.
Because Sciona, I think, was 26.
Yeah.
And I think that they were about the same age.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he was maybe a little bit older.
I mean, if you think about it, he had to practically raise a child.
Yeah.
You know, one of the things that like really made me cry was, or not cry, but like kind of tear up, was when he talked about like how he like failed Kara as a parent. He was like,
he let her be so angry.
Yeah.
And
yeah, he was like, he set her up to be this way.
Yeah.
Because it was how he felt, and he didn't want to like be dishonest with her about the way that he felt, you know? He didn't hide that part of himself from her.
Yeah.
And he was like, this is going to be what gets her killed. Like, me raising her this way is going to be what gets her killed. I thought that was kind of heartbreaking.
Yeah.
I really do wish that, like, we had gotten to see them have a relationship.
I know. Was it like an element of this book? It like wasn't the intention. I kind of feel like it was the author kind of like giving us a little something happy, you know, kind of like feeding us a little bit. But I appreciated it too, even though it was like so unrealistic and like it never would have lasted, or maybe it would, but it wouldn't have been like healthy or good.
Yeah.
But I know that's like another like, oh, okay, I wish there was a sequel like where like she didn't die, but you know.
Yeah.
Gosh.
thomil, like, I think one of the purposes that he played was to develop Siona's character, right?
Oh yeah, big time.
It, like, he himself is kind of a confusing character, because you said he is like the foundation of the story. He's the beginning and he's the end. Sciona is like the journey.
Yeah.
But the journey is not possible without thomil's influence. Without his influence, like what you see, you know, throughout their time in the lab, like him challenging her both in her beliefs, like her belief system.
Yeah. Being a soundboard kind of.
Yeah. But she like invites that criticism and like that.
Yes.
That scrutiny. Like she invites it. And so, like, I think that openness and willingness to grow, like, she shows that early on, even though she's really stubborn. But, like, that's one of the big purposes that I think that he served was not only as like from a lab assistant standpoint of challenging her on the code and like helping her form these ideas, but also like he's the only reason, he was the person and the thing that enabled Sciona to like pretty much change the world, right? Mm-hmm. Which makes me appreciate his character so much more.
So much, yeah. That's why I kind of like took back what I said. Like, I originally said like he wasn't the primary character, but like no, he is.
Yeah.
Like like you said, he's the beginning and the end.
Which is it's like so interesting that M.L. Wang was able to write him as a main character with almost not giving us any of his thoughts.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's not. Sorry.
Fidgeting.
Yeah, it is interesting that she was able to do that. Yeah.
Like, I felt like I knew him well, even though it was a majority of Siona's POV.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Interesting.
But aside from those two characters, honestly, there isn't a lot. Like, there's Kara and the cousin.
And there's Renthorn and there's Brigham.
Oh, I guess there's several more.
Yeah.
But,
well, I mean, like, I think the focus on Sciona and thomil is like the most important.
Yeah.
And like there could be deep dives into like Brigham also. I feel like he would probably be like the third most important character.
One thing that like made me so mad about Brigham is that like there are so many quotes that I highlighted of him in the beginning because I was like, this guy is great. I was like, he's fighting for her. Mm-hmm. He's like all about her right to be a highmage and like supportive. And I was like, this guy is awesome.
Yeah.
Like he helped her get here, but at the same time, like he's enabling her to do what she's capable of doing.
Yeah.
And I loved him for that. But one of the things that he says that I highlighted this, he says, know your rights, know your spells, and press on past the detractors or through them if you must. It's a skill you'll need over and over again. Like he says things like that, and then you kind of find out that one of the reasons why he helped her at all was just to establish his legacy as the person who got the like smartest, most talented female high mage.
Yep.
Into like the world.
Yep. There is another theme here about like legacy.
Yeah.
Creating a legacy.
And selfishness.
Selfishness, too. Yes. And ego. And yeah, you never would have, another thing that you just wouldn't see coming until like the last, 40%, where Brigham finally shows his true colors of like the only reason why he brought Sciona into power was because it reflected on him and it made him look good.
Mm-hmm.
And like he wanted Sciona to be kind of like indebted to him and like admire him. Like he wanted to be admired.
Yeah. And
when he wasn't getting that in the end, it frustrated him to no end.
Yeah, and it kind of turned him into a very ugly person.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought that like the comment to Siona's legacy and how he like puts so much weight behind legacy, like he needs her to not go through with it because he needs his legacy to be untainted. But he's saying like, I will erase your legacy, but if he erases her legacy, then it erases his, which is super interesting.
Again, that double-ended sword.
Yeah.
Brigham is a very interesting character.
Yeah, he was really well written.
He was. He really was. It was a good mentor arc there.
And such like a failure. You know how you always usually have such fond like attachment to the mentor?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He also, in the end, like he started to be like sexist too. He begun to verbalize this whole like, you're acting like a woman, like you're being emotional, like
maybe women should be left in the kitchen, like kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was like, you're the, like, this is why.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and also on the kind of the sexism piece, how the doctor like assumes that madness is a women's disease.
Yeah.
Oh, it
Yeah.
makes me sick.
Yeah.
Makes me ill.
Mm-hmm. Stop.
I'm sorry. Should I put it away? I'll put it away.
Yeah. And it's such a common thing, like, in real life, of, like, people thinking, like, women are emotional. Like, they can't handle their emotions. They can't be in, like, high-stress jobs. Like, they're too emotional.
Mm-hmm.
That was a big trope here, too. Like, when Sciona first found out, like, about... When she herself saw the child being blighted because of her doing, and she was, like, screaming, crying, and then Renthorn's like...
You can't handle
You
this.
can't handle it. You're a woman. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I mean when I say that this book made me so mad. Like, there were so many things where I was like, oh my gosh, I'm seething.
Yeah.
Like, my face is turning red.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was like, especially I was ignorant at the beginning, right? Like, you're finding out about a lot of these things with Sciona.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, you're so upset on her behalf because that's all you know about her, and that's all you know about the world is that she is, like, unjustly being treated this way. And, like, so you're so angry. You're like, she's badass. She doesn't deserve this.
Mm-hmm.
And then you find out all these things, and you're like, ooh, she got a dark past.
Yeah. So convoluted.
Mm-hmm.
Like, again, like, you love her and you hate her. Or, like,
this is the definition of mixed emotions.
No, yeah. Like, it's so hard to articulate how you feel about Sciona.
Mm-hmm.
And in the end, I feel fondly about her. And I think she's an amazing main character.
Yeah.
But, like, gosh, does she take you on a hard journey? Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Thank you, M.L. Wang, for giving us this book.
Yeah. And these characters.
Yeah. Truly an unforgettable read.
Yeah.
Like, I will remember how I felt reading this book for the first time for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
I hope.
I hope so too.
I mean, yeah, I'm kind of getting to the point where it's like my brain isn't, it's like stuck on that one scene and I can't move past it.
I know.
Yeah. To lighten, to help bring my brain back into this conversation, and it will stop ruminating on her committing suicide. Immediately after I finished this book, like, I'm still in tears. Like, I probably cried for the rest of the book, even though there was a good chunk of, like, plot left.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I literally sat up, tears drying on my cheeks, and I told Nolan, I was like, I, like, need to get out of this house. Like, I need to go do something with my body that doesn't involve, like, staring at my Kindle in shock.
Yeah. In tears.
Like, literally having a little mental breakdown. And so I was like, can we please go to Barnes & Noble? And so I think I texted you to tell you that I had finished it. And within 30 minutes, I was in Barnes & Noble looking for the book. Like, I immediately went on a book hunt.
Yeah.
A physical book hunt. And the most devastating thing happened, everybody. I can't find it in the shelves. I'm flipping out. I asked Nolan to go talk to the person at the front because I couldn't find it. And then while I sent him on his errand, I kept looking for books. The girl at the front tells him a couple things. That they have stopped printing the hardcover edition.
That's so sad.
Which is honestly really sad because I would have liked it in hardcover.
Mm-hmm.
And that, too, they don't have a paperback version of it. So all of the copies, like, left in circulation, the way that she, like, phrased it, or the way that it came across, was that that book was not being printed anymore. And literally, Nolan walks up to me, delivers this news, and I started tearing up. I was like, are you kidding me? So I'm starting to call, like, half-price books. I'm like looking online at all the half price books in DFW to see if they have a copy of this book because I needed it.
Yeah.
And I think, did I text you?
Yeah. Well, I knew about this, but they didn't have it. But I didn't know about you calling half price books and stuff.
Oh, yeah. I called half price books and they didn't have it either, the one close to me. And my heart was broken all over again.
Oh, damn.
Good news, though. They are printing the paperback. It's just not been released yet. The paperback copies should be printing them now at this point. So, but you just can't get the hard copy anymore.
That's sad.
It is sad, but like at least I can get a paperback version of it. I thought they went out of print. I was like, how is that possible?
Yeah.
I was about to start putting together a petition.
I got mine at Half Price Books.
It's beautiful.
It is beautiful. It is I keep it on my top shelf.
I love the like font, the typeface.
I love the cover.
I like the little circular oval. Over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm overwhelmed all over again.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to flash pictures up now of me and Madeline crying. I do believe I have a picture of me. I think I sent it to you.
Yeah.
But like I wrote my Goodreads review like immediately after I finished. Well, not immediately, but like after some time. And it just starts like I am sobbing. Like I've just been staring at the acknowledgement page for 5 minutes, just muttering, what the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? Because I just have never read a book like that in my entire life. And life-changing. This is a life-changing book.
It really was. I think I've rated a couple of books 5 stars this year so far in 2025. And like, that's top of the list.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. Because Morningstar was like actually bananas.
Yeah.
But this was just so different.
He's so different.
Oh God, wait, Morningstar was really good too.
I know. They're 5 stars in different ways.
Yeah.
But this was this was my best book of 2024 for sure.
I would already reread this book.
Oh, I need time. I need just talking about it again. It's only been like I think I read it maybe in maybe November or December.
Oh, it wasn't that long ago.
No, it wasn't that long ago. But I'm still having so much emotion just talking about it now. I
think, needless to say, y'all, you have to read this book.
Yeah,
like,
if you listen to this, first of all, why'd you do that? Why'd you spoil? Why'd you spoil the entire book?
Me recommending this book to people.
But if you have a friend that hasn't read it, you must put them on it.
Yeah, why? We need so many people to read this book.
Yeah.
This is a book that should be on TikTok, and if it was on Book Talk, like, it would actually be 100% deserve the hype.
Yeah.
There are a lot of books out there that do not deserve the hype.
True. I saw this book first on TikTok. Maybe I can find it and like link it in the description of the creator. But he had promoted it like in such a funny way, and I'm like, oh, okay, like, but he was like, typewriters, but it's magic. I'm like, okay, heck yeah, I'm down. But never would I have ever guessed that it was this deep. Nobody insinuates that.
Yeah.
Nobody insinuates that you're actually gonna get your heart torn out and stomped on because the main character commits suicide. Like, you never would have ever thought. So promote this book, send it to your friends, send it to your family if they're mentally well.
That's a very good point. Like, I think that even at the beginning of the book, there are some trigger warnings.
Yes.
So like sexual assault, suicidal ideation, suicide.
Yeah. Racism,
like a million things.
Yeah, a million things.
Not to mention, did I already talk to you about this? How there's like a subtle reference to hitting the Twin Towers.
Wait, you did tell me this. Wait, whoa. What was it though? I can't remember.
I can't tell if it was intentional or not, bro, but it is blatant. It literally says, so this is when they're in one of the towers feeding the new code to like show on screens to everybody the blight. And it says, so are we hitting both towers? What? Excuse me?
Is this author American? I need to know right now.
Like, that's so... It registered immediately. It registered immediately.
Went over my head. That definitely went over my head.
Brenna and I were reading it at the same time, and she literally took a picture of her Kindle and saved it for me to show me.
Oh my gosh.
Is she?
No. It doesn't say.
I mean, I don't know. I would love to know if that was intentional or not, because that is crazy.
Yeah.
That's like actually wild that was in a book.
That
Isn't that bananas?
That is bananas. That might be the second craziest thing that happens in that book. Oh gosh.
That's really funny.
Wait, I'm like reading the about section on her website, and she has a series called The Volta Academy. I love an academy series.
Academy.
Yeah.
It's probably kind of dark academia.
Yeah.
Based on her writing.
Yeah. And it's chronicle, so it's a series. I wonder how many there are. Oh wait, it's like a... Oh, this is like a YA or something. This is like...
Let me see. Huh.
Who would have thought that she would write something like this?
Yeah.
Anyway, I am going to read The Sword of Kaigen next.
Yeah, you think so?
I mean, why not? I don't have anything else to read after I finish the book I'm reading. So.
Okay.
Holy crap, guys. Wow.
Thanks for coming on this journey with us.
Yeah. Again, so much more that we could have talked about. We'd love to discuss in the comments if you guys leave a comment. But yeah, my brain is fried.
We hope that you loved this book as much as
we did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if there's a specific part that resonated with you, let us know, because I wish I could talk about this book even more, like with other people, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah. Thanks for joining us today.
Yeah. Again, follow us on TikTok and yeah, I guess, right?
Okay, yeah, I think we're done.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us on Check This Book Out podcast. I'm Madeline Bookout.
And I'm Hannah Bookout. And you should join us 2 Tuesdays from now. And follow us on TikTok and Instagram in the meantime to stay in the loop.
Yeah. Put on your notifications, because as we said, like, it's going to be every other week. So we don't expect you to keep up with our schedule. So if you want to get notified when we drop an episode, smash that church bell button.
Yeah.
On YouTube and on Spotify.
Yeah. Subscribe on Spotify for sure. Mm-hmm. So see you guys in 2 weeks. We've loved having y'all here, and we will
talk to you later.
See you then. Bye.
Bye.